Imagine a man, once an ally of Rome, transformed into its greatest adversary. His very existence posed a formidable challenge to the all-powerful Roman Empire. That man was Arminius, a riddle shrouded in secrecy, a conundrum that even the most sagacious Romans found hard to decipher. Arminius, a prince born to Germanic tribes royalty, stood as a beacon of hope for his people. His life took a sharp, dramatic turn when he was captured by the Roman Empire, no more than a pawn in the worldwide game of power. Once, a prince observing from the heights, he was suddenly thrown into the core of Rome, an involuntary hostage in a strange territory. Arminius was compelled to sail through the stormy seas of Roman politics and military tactics, his life teeming with abrupt changes and poignant turns, each more astonishing and forceful than the one before. Arminius stood as a living testament to life's unpredictability, a symbol of resilience against adversity. His journey, though strewn with hardships, taught valuable lessons of bravery, persistence, and an unwavering spirit of freedom. But he was more than just a historical footnote. This hostage, this paradoxical figure who emerged from obscurity to become a bastion of resistance, would soon morph into the biggest nightmare Rome had ever encountered. Arminius, initially seen as a pawn by the Romans, was eventually revealed to be a powerful player in their intricate game. Born as a Germanic prince, he was forcibly uprooted from his homeland and thrust into the heart of the Roman Empire. Here, he was educated in the Roman ways, absorbing the values they treasured: honor, courage, and unwavering loyalty. This education molded Arminius into an exemplary Roman citizen. He became a warrior, efficient in the complex art of war and strategy, and his intellect and battle prowess were widely recognized. His ascent in the military ranks was swift, his strategies admired and feared by his peers. Yet, despite the Roman exterior he donned, Arminius's Germanic essence remained strong. His Germanic lineage, a constant whisper in his ear, reminded him of his true roots and loyalties. The Roman garb he wore and the Latin he spoke could barely mask the call of his homeland that echoed within him. This internal struggle raged on, a fire fueled by homesickness and longing. He yearned for the freedom of his land and his people. This profound longing eventually spurred a monumental transformation in Arminius. It awakened in him the decision to betray Rome. He chose to turn his back on the empire that had nurtured him, on the people who had him. He was no longer the Arminius they knew, the Roman citizen. Instead, he became a fierce adversary of the empire. Arminius's cunning strategy in the Battle of the Teutoburg forest was a masterstroke of military genius that led Rome into a deadly trap. This notorious confrontation was the ultimate showcase of Arminius's savvy understanding of tactics and strategy. His deep comprehension of Roman warfare techniques, combined with his exceptional skills of deception and manipulation, turned out to be the major elements in devising their downfall. Arminius wasn't merely an outsider observing the enemy. He was a former Roman soldier with insider knowledge of their strengths and vulnerabilities. Arminius had another key advantage: the land. The perilous terrain of the Teutoburg forest was his domain, his secret weapon. This inhospitable, grueling landscape was a battleground unfamiliar to the Romans. Arminius fully capitalized on this, adeptly using the forest's narrow, twisting paths to neutralize the Romans' numerical superiority. The Romans, proficient in open-field warfare, found themselves in a strange and intimidating setting. Their formations were shattered. Their soldiers, disoriented and exposed, were methodically annihilated. The result was a devastating defeat, a severe dent to the Roman morale like no instance before. This battle was not merely a defeat, it was a total embarrassment for the Romans. Arminius had not just outsmarted them in warfare, but induced a terror that echoed through the empire. Arminius did more than just overcoming the Romans, he ingrained a fear that reverberated across the empire. He demonstrated that their might was not invulnerable and their strategies were not invincible. He laid bare their weaknesses, capitalized on them, and transformed their strengths into their vulnerabilities. His victory was a clear warning, a message to all that Rome, the powerful empire, could be defeated. At that moment, Arminius achieved the unthinkable. He had defeated Rome in battle. Arminius's triumph was more than just a chapter in the annals of military victories. It became the emblem of Germanic defiance. His bold stand against the Roman Empire ignited a pivotal shift that resonated across the epoch. Following the Teutoburg forest battle, the Romans' expansion was stunted, their air of invincibility shattered. The Germanic tribes, galvanized by Arminius's victory, stood against Roman intrusion, fiercely protecting their lands and cultural inheritance. In a tragic twist of fate, Arminius, the hero, met his end not in the battlefield but through the treachery of his own kin. Yet his death didn't diminish his influence. Rather, it amplified his legacy, reverberating through the halls of history. Arminius's tale inspired future generations, serving as a testament to the resolute spirit of freedom. The narrative of Arminius, from a Germanic prince to a Roman citizen, and ultimately a Germanic beacon of resistance, is a testament to the man who sculpted the trajectory of history.